and then it shows weeks. Gracious God, folks. However, the opportunity to get them a bit early. My I for I revealed stacks up. I actually have never even tasted C924, so I have no idea what to expect. I want it to be a true first impression. I've not had any of these batches in the past 2-3 months, so I'm not going to be like, not gonna say I'm not biased, but like there's no influence on. I'm not like, oh, that's familiar. That's the A batch. That's the B batch. I honestly don't remember. So I'm really, really excited. So with that, let's get into it. Let me know what you guys are drinking tonight. I know Doug has some Elijah Craig's. Are any of you guys drinking Elijah Craig as well? Tony Bag of Donut says, hey y'all, see you in the after party. Setting up a brand new laptop for chat and Discord. Goodness, awesome. Well, hope to see you there, Tony. Maybe see you in new 4K. I don't know. I don't know if you have a new webcam or not, but good to see you, Tony. All right, so the naming convention for this flight. I like to, so when I do an Elijah Craig flight, I cannot do like, oh, sample A, sample B, sample C, because that throws it all off. Like, this is A batch, B batch, and C batch, and it just gets really confusing, and I get influenced by the letters. So I always pick a random theme. Sometimes I've done like Mario characters, sometimes I've done Star Fox characters. This week, I actually decided to go with characters from the Prime Video show Legend of Vox Machina. Season 3 premiered today. Spoiler, I work for Amazon Prime Video, so it's a title I've been working on the campaign for a while, so we are celebrating today with the launch of that Season 3 of that show. So if you guys are fans, it is basically a Dungeons & Dragons campaign turned into an animated adult television show. Really fun. If you haven't caught up, you can watch Seasons 1 and 2. I think they actually have them on YouTube right now, but they're on Prime Video. So yeah, Season 3 just came out today, so I'm very, very excited. We just watched the premiere episode right before the stream, so let's Prime play. Prime is not Prime is paying me, but not to say that. They're not paying me right now. So, all right, let's go ahead and get going. We're gonna start with Percy, which is one of the characters in the show. So our samples are Percy, Pike, Grog, and Vex. You don't need to know who they are. That doesn't mean anything. It's just I had to pick 4 characters from something. But like I said, those answers are all on the Discord server. Again, I'll put the link. The link is pinned here. So if you guys want to go see, please don't spoil it for the chat. But let's get into it. So we're gonna start with Percy. I also kind of feel weird giving them human name or giving them like names. So I'm like, oh, he tastes good. Percy tastes good. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I think I learned that the first time when I was talking about like Luigi or maybe Yoshi. I don't know. It got weird. So maybe I should stick away from the names, but whatever. All right, we're going for Pike. Ooh, love that nose. Wow. I mean, that's immediately a barrel-proof bourbon. Jason Billy says he might be sipping Percy. Okay, no spoilers, no spoilers. This is it's a little bit different on the nose than what I'm used to with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I feel like I said that last time I tasted through like A and B. They just felt a little bit, not off profile, but different profile. So, yeah, it does have some, I mean, you can tell it's an older whiskey. It has some of those like, I don't know if I want to say like attic or closet, kind of those like dusty, like never touched room kind of notes. I love that on a whiskey, by the way. Like an older, I don't want to say cedar chest because it's not cedar, but it's like that thing you open up an old chest and kind of get that puff of dust, or an old library book. Really, really great note. One of my favorites. Yeah, the more I nose it, the more it's familiar to me. Again, Heaven Hill is one of my top 2 distilleries, maybe even my top distillery. So I'm very familiar with their flavor profile. And this is pretty, even though I'd say it's a little bit brighter, a little bit different, it's still pretty much obviously a Heaven Hill product. So I'm excited. Let's give Percy a taste. I told you it's going to get weird. Cheers. Okay. Surprisingly not as hot as I expected, at least up front. Like I said, this is the first bourbon I've had tonight, so I kind of was expecting that to hurt a little bit more. Mid palate, it kind of stuck around, definitely on the finish. It kind of hung around for a while, but tip of the tongue, it didn't like shock me in a way. I expected it to be like sharp up front, but it really wasn't. It actually was really, I hate saying smooth, but I feel like it was very smooth for a barrel proof bourbon. Let's take another sip. Yeah, I kind of like moving my tip of my tongue around my mouth like while I have it in there because those notes that are typically front of palate are there, but they're not so strong by the proof. So it kind of is very, very sweet. I mean, it's one of the sweeter ones I think I've had in a while. It's sweet. It's got that rich baked bakery note like I always get on Heaven Hill products. That's definitely more on the back end. It's definitely a darker, a little bit burnt crust, burnt pie crust kind of thing, or even more of like a I say burnt pie crust, but it's like a buttery crust. It's weird. Like up front, it's sweet, like pie filling maybe. And maybe I'm just in the fall mood. It is fall now, so but it is like the front of it's like the filling, and then back end is like that burnt crust. That's really nice. It's hard to judge the first one without tasting the other, so we're gonna come back to Percy here in a bit. But I want to start with that. I'm glad that I did. That was really, really good. Matthew Parks, cheers to you. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you, Donnie. Yes, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I go live every Thursday almost. I have some things going on in November or October and November, so I might be missing a week every now and then, just like last month. But usually here every Thursday evening. I usually put up the stream a day or so in advance, so if you don't see a stream scheduled for that day, probably won't be live that day. But keep an eye on Discord. I usually post when I'll be on. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go to Pike. Let's move through our flight. Now, one thing I am noticing, color-wise, Pike looks pretty dark compared to the other ones. It's not going to show up on camera, but to me, this one looks a good bit darker. I'll hold up Percy